Hi everyone. So you see I've got this parallelogram here. I've labeled the top and bottom sides with an arrow to show that they are parallel to each other. Likewise, the left and right are parallel to each other. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm gonna I'm gonna cut this out, and I'm going to demonstrate one of the sort of basic rules or facts that we're going to learn about angles of a parallelogram, okay? A couple rules. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out.
I'll probably speed this part up when I actually make the movie. Oh, I need some scissors. I wonder if I have scissors somewhere. Okay. Scissors!
Okay, so now basically, I'm going to cut this up and I'm going to demonstrate something. Notice I've kind of given a hint here, right? I've colored angle A and I've colored angle C the same color, and I've colored D and B the same color. And that might give you a hint about what I'm going to show you, okay? Those angles are the opposite angles of this parallelogram, okay? And watch what happens. If I take this angle A, I can line it up with angle C, its opposite angle, and they're the same. They're identical. Ta-da! And likewise, D and B, if I do that, they're identical. So what we know from that is, in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. That's the first thing. Now, notice, I'm going to turn it this way. Notice here, if I look along this side, and I like to call this the rule of C. One of my students told me this some years ago. We've got the rule of C and the rule of F and the rule of Z, but we'll get to those later. Here's the rule of C. If I trace from this side to here and to here, basically it's telling me that the angles between two parallel sides will add up to 180, okay? Or if I look at the C, the sort of corner of the C, these are the corner of the C. Look at this. If I put angle A beside angle B, what do I get? What do you notice? Looks like a straight line to me, doesn't it? Pretty straight. What do you know about a straight line? Angles on a straight line equal 180, okay? So that is the second thing that I wanted to show you, okay? So we got two things here today. In a parallelogram, opposite angles, I'm upside down. Opposite angles are equal, okay? And the angles in between two parallel sides will add to 180. Boom. Or, same thing, boom. Okay? And that's it.
Okay, so let's see what this looks like when we actually have some angles measured, okay? When we have actual numbers, okay? So again, angle A here, opposite to angle C, so they're going to be equal, right? And similarly, angle D here is going to be equal to angle B, right? Because they are opposite. Okay, so here, let's go down here. We've got this angle down here is 80 degrees. The opposite angle, angle X, must also be 80 degrees, okay? Now, if we're talking about this rule here, each pair of angles between the parallel sides adds up to 180, or as I like to call it, the rule of C, right? If you think about that as a C, or this one over here as a C turned on its side, we know that the sum of these two angles is going to be 180 degrees, right? So if the sum of these two is 180, and this guy is 120, well, 180 minus 120 is 60 degrees. So we know that angle y here is 60 degrees. Okay? And if we have this angle here, here's the C, and I'm looking at the sum of these two angles, 180 minus 115, we get 65 degrees. Okay, so angle Z is 65 degrees, because 65 plus 115 equals 180. Okay, so there you go.